season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Total leather and we'll get started. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. A full dive to haul that one in. Keep spinning the bean like that, and you start to believe this kid might have the talent to someday be the third 10,000-yard passer in Oregon history.
No doubt. And you know what Ducks fans love? They love points. They love offense. They love playing fast. That's what they are. That's who they are. That's what they want their teams to be every single week.
What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. They'll try the run. Gets it past the marker. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Got a man. It's Shaw. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll try the left side. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Smith dropping to pass. He's got him. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plunks it in for the catch.
Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quick completion on the out route. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
And the Bruins are marching down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that.
That's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. The quarterback tried to make something out of it with his legs, but instead, he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about the quarterback. You don't want to handcuff him. You want to give him the freedom and the flexibility to get outside and create. That's where he's brilliant. That's really the added element he brings this offense. But you do need to reel him in with respect to the fundamentals of taking care of the football. It just has to do better moving forward.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt. You cannot
breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
The Bruins, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Smith wants to throw. The screen, he can go. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Here's the handoff. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And the Bruins just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Makes the grab. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's first and goal from the 5.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Bruins line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Quickly complete. Touchdown, UCLA! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Handoff from the gun. There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Barber. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. From the gun, the running back has it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to...
Gets away from one. He's got space. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Acho. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Ducks are threatening in the red zone. The give to the tailback. Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas. And it appears that's the case again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Shoots it to the left. Throws into double coverage and it's picked off.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work.
to the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Overton. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job on it.
Now on first down from the 30. Snagged out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Using his feet. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
The Ducks come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Working that left side down. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net, go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on third and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up first and goal.
And the Ducks have their offense in high gear. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. They'll run play action. Makes the grab on the shot. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need one more yard. They'll run it on third and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! Seems as if he has reservations for 6 every time he touches the ball.
What is that, Reese? That's 3 already, I think, for him in the first half. So, great start. I'd keep feeding him, I think. He's doing okay.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Smith dropping to pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. That's caught. It's Johnson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The kick is on its way. And the returner will be knocked down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Coming out on first down with the play fake. With the catch, it's Overton. Turning it on! And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Ducks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Smith wants to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Going right to work up top. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield very late in the half. They're working that left side. He's brought down at the 41-yard line to pick up a 5 and enough for a first down. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have...
He's taking the shot. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Running to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. Oh, he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Hey, you know what's really easy? It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise, and the defense did a great job flying up, nowhere to go, make the play, make a quick decision, and you get the fumble and recover it in the backfield.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Bruins. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Swings it out to his running back. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll go to the ground. Tough, hard-nosed running. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1. Has to get there to move the sticks. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Love the call going RPO here on 4th and short. How about the running back? This is a guy that gets the tough yards. He finds ways to get those hidden yards. He can push the pile, drive the legs. Showed you that right there.
And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. The run to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Trying play action. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. No matter the sport, he epitomized a UCLA mantra: be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Going to try to get it himself. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the first down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up 4th.
UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
They just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field and make plays for you.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Smith dropping to pass. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Makes so much noise. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Punt is on its way. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled and not before. He picks up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Harrell.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A designed run for the quarterback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Working the middle, it's complete. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Arizona State dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite quarterbacks from Jake Plummer to Brock Osweiler, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Smith wants to throw. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down and run. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
This is going to be tough sledding for this quarterback now. You're trailing, you're in the second half. Defense knows you've got to throw it. You're going to have to sit in the pocket under duress and start making throws in tight windows. It's not an easy situation by any stretch, but big-time players make big plays in big games.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Power football with the run. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing. You're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Harrell. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Off the RPO, complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter. You're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
From the gun, the ground game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Floats it out in space. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
The Bruins can really attack on this second and short. Smith dropping to pass. He's going to fire deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Good timing on the quick out. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
You know, and that's a route this offense practices all week long. You really have to have great timing when you're throwing these out routes. There's nothing a defender can do on that one. Perfectly thrown, well caught. Nice job getting his feet in bounds.
And the Ducks have a lot of options on second and inches. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Let's see what they've got on second down.
Here we go.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And he finally breaks when they get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
14.
He'll bring it out. It's Green. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Smith wants to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds a crease at the 20. There he goes. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Here's a heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Not one, but 2 sacks on the day, and possibly more to come. Still time left in this football game, and this is a beatdown. You know all passes are coming. This offensive line better do a better job.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long.
14.